This tutorial is the third in a series of 3 that answers the question, how can you use information in a database record to help you better understand your sources in context and also save valuable research time? In this video, the focus is on the specific topics covered in the article. Continuing with the same search I used in the first and second videos, which use the terms climate change and poverty in Africa, let's compare the same 2 articles. The first result, climate and poverty in Africa south of the Sahara, and the second, climate change, population, and poverty, vulnerability and exposure to heat stress in countries bordering the Great Lakes of Africa. So far, by using the database record to learn more about the publication and the authors, we have learned more about the intended audience of each of these articles and the authors of each article. Another piece of context you can use the database record to help uncover is the more specific subject matter within the article itself. To learn about this, I can examine the subject terms, the author-supplied keywords, and the abstract. The subject terms are the terms used by the database to label the specific topics covered in the article. The author-supplied keywords are the terms used by the authors to label the specific topic areas covered in the article. These terms are helpful to me, not only to better understand what the article is about, but also to help me make future searches better. I can keep track of search terms that might provide more relevant results, such as those provided for the first article. And I can also learn about new terms and how they are used in different fields, like how the term consumption is being used as an economics term in the first article. Finally, the abstract is an author-supplied summary of the article itself, and we can use the abstract to find a more complete picture of the author's approach to the topic. If we look more closely at the abstract for the second article, for example, we can see that the author used high-resolution community Earth system model simulations to investigate the impacts of climate change, which tells us this article uses a model that might be well known in the climate science community, even though it might not be common knowledge in other expert communities. This helps to solidify the understanding provided by the details we learned about the publication, that the second article is focused on details of climate science, whereas the first is more concerned with models used by economists. So remember, when you use the database records as part of your research process, you're giving yourself the power to decide which expert conversations you want to tap into. In the long run, this will save time because you'll quickly eliminate articles not of interest to you without actually having to read them. Don't waste your time reading articles in your results list unless you have quickly looked at the database record and decided that the publication represents an expert community that interests you, the author's perspectives and authority are useful for your argument, and the topics covered are relevant to your research. Now log into some databases and try doing this on your own.